Solar Plexus, the third energy center, linked to our personal power. They say it's the power center. Okay, this is a huge one for a lot of people. One that we have to activate, the third energy center. And these three are arguably the most important that we're going to be working on together. Okay, most people have over 90% of their energy trapped in the lower three centers of their energy system, trapped in either the root, the sacral, or the solar plexus. So these are the ones that all of us here are probably going to need to work on the most. All right, so links to your personal power, your self-esteem, and your confidence, and to how you make decisions. Okay, having power in your day-to-day actions, making fast decisions, pursuing your goals with strength and purpose. Okay, it's your power center. It's related to how you assert yourself in the world, and it also impacts your personal identity and your ability to take responsibility for your own life. Solar plexus determines your capacity to overcome challenges. Okay, it's your power. This is your power center. When you see a challenge, you face it, you tackle it head on, because you have this power that's within you. If it's unbalanced, as you can tell, if your power center is unbalanced, you're probably very unlikely to face anything difficult, okay, to make any decisions. Power center is extremely important in how you see success in your career, your business, in your work, financial success, right? Your personal growth, fitness goals. It's your power. Okay, so it's in the upper abdomen, the stomach area. Again, yellow foods, the color is yellow. And the sound or vibration for this is rum. Okay, so rum. And it's about enhancing your personal power. Okay, this sound or this vibration is linked to your solar plexus chakra. So primary function, personal power, self-esteem, confidence, willpower, and also autonomy. So the ability to work on your own, the ability to make decisions on your own, the ability to assert yourself and to not only make a decision, but to stick by it, right? To stick to that decision. It's your power. Okay, to make a solid decision, to back yourself and to believe in your own power, your self-esteem, your confidence. Right? If it's imbalanced, it can lead to feeling inadequate. Okay? Can't make decisions. Okay? Not adequate enough. Not providing enough. Not being a benefit to people around me. Okay? Can lead to low self-esteem and also excessive control. Self-confidence, willpower, these are what can be affected, obviously, if you lose your power. And it helps you support a strong sense of self. Okay, you believe in yourself. It's your self-esteem. If there's imbalances in the solar plexus, then it can relate to the digestive system. Okay, so think the stomach. This is the area that it dictates. Okay, pancreas, liver, and also your adrenal glands as well. What blocks the solar plexus is the fear of failure. Okay, fear of failure, low self-worth. Okay, could be unresolved issues from the past surrounding your self-worth or surrounding failure, where maybe you failed before and it wasn't nice. You learned that failure is bad, even though it's good. This can block the energy flow in that center. And then opening the energy center, activities that build self-esteem, assertiveness training, and practices that foster personal empowerment. Okay, so starting to build momentum, starting to achieve, starting to win. With the solar plexus, think achievement, think growth, okay? Think movement, think power. Okay, so balancing them, you can set and achieve personal goals. Okay, the key here is to achieve the goals, not just to set them. If we set a goal and we don't achieve it, do you think that that's going to increase our self-esteem or lower our self-esteem? Have a guess. It's going to go, if we set a goal, we say we're going to do something, and we don't do it, what's that going to do to our self-esteem? Is it going to raise it or is it going to lower it? Lower it, yeah. Right? So it's not only about setting goals, it's about achieving them, okay? This is why we set realistic goals and we chunk them down into things that we can do on a daily, because as we start to achieve our smaller goals, we're building our self-esteem, we're opening up the solar plexus, allowing the energy to flow, and that builds momentum and helps us to build the power that we need to achieve larger goals. Okay, so self-confidence, public speaking, leadership training, these are things that will really fire up your solar plexus, your energy center. Okay, Jacob and I love speaking in public. Jacob recently just won a public speaking contest, and let me tell you, he came home and his solar plexus was on fire. You could just tell he had an energy about him that radiated power, confidence, and self-esteem. Okay, he felt very validated. Okay, but that is the area that can light up. Okay, this stomach area. So anything that strengthens your core is obviously going to help. Okay, so anything that strengthens your abs is going to help your solar plexus center. Now, if it's overactive, again, it can come across as arrogant or overly dominant, too much power. Okay, power hungry. And I think this is very common. An overactive solar plexus, like who here knows someone that's just overly, power hungry? There's like a lot of people in the world like that. So it's very common for this to be overactive, okay, unbalanced. Excessive need for recognition and validation. Okay, difficulty relaxing or letting go. We're always on the move. Always achieving. And you'll see shortly when we go into the levels of consciousness how this links and correlates with a specific level that we call achiever. Okay, they can't stop. We just have to keep going. We have to keep winning. We have to keep hitting goals. Okay, we have to keep gaining more power over other people or control over other people. And if it's blocked, then that can correlate and show up as low self-esteem, self-doubt, difficulty making decisions, etc. And helplessness. We're going to learn about helplessness today as well. Okay, a blocked energy center can show up as helplessness, powerlessness, and avoidance of personal responsibilities.